In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on November 3rd, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Wizards versus Miami Heat. Get ready for an exciting showdown at the Cases Center as the Washington Wizards take on the Miami Heat. The Wizards are looking to bounce back from a recent 130-121 road loss against the Hawks, while the Heat aim to recover from a tough 109-105 home defeat at the hands of the Brooklyn Nets. Both teams have experienced highs and lows, with significant players on the injured list. This Eastern Conference clash features the remarkable form of Kyle Musa for the Wizards and the scoring precision of Tyler Herro for the Heat. It's worth noting that this game also counts as group play in the inaugural NBA in-season tournament. The Washington Wizards have managed just one victory in their first 4 games of the season. They are determined to avoid a third consecutive loss after the Hawks defeated them 130-121 on the road. Kyle Kuzma led the team with an impressive performance, contributing 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists on 1-1 of 2-1 shooting. Denny Avdija added 22 points on 1-0 of 1-6 shooting, while Jordan Poole chipped in with 13 points. As a team, the Wizards managed to shoot 50% from the field, but struggled from beyond the arc, hitting just 10 of 43 point attempts. Their defensive lapses in the second and third quarters allowed the Hawks to build a substantial lead. On the other side, the Miami Heat have faced challenges this season, currently on a 4-game losing streak. Their latest setback came against the Nets, with Tyler Herro leading the way with 30 points and 5 assists on 1-2 of 2-3 shooting. Bam Adebayo added 21 points and 14 rebounds, while Jimmy Butler contributed 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. The Heat shot only 42% from the field and 13 of 38 from three-point range, squandering a 16-point lead they held in the first half, ultimately allowing the Nets to overtake them. Injury concerns are a factor, with Daniel Gafford and Corey Kispert listed as questionable for the Wizards, and Jimmy Butler day-to-day for the Heat. In their past matchups, these 2 teams have split victories on their home courts, with both winning 2 games apiece. On Friday night, the Heat are expected to exploit the Wizards' porous defense, particularly focusing on Jimmy Butler. The absence of a shot-blocking presence in the paint has left the Wizards vulnerable to wing players this season, forcing them to defend the perimeter. The Wizards currently rank 26th in the NBA in three-point defense, which could prove problematic against a Heat team that ranks 8th in three-point shooting. Jimmy Butler is anticipated to capitalize on the weak interior defense, leading to a high-scoring performance. The Heat, despite their recent struggles, possess the firepower to challenge any opponent. They boast a notable three-point shooting percentage of 37.6%, ranking 7th in the league. Tyler Herro, with an average of 26 points per game, spearheads their offensive attack. Conversely, the Wizards have struggled defensively, allowing a league-high 126 points per game. The Heat might exploit these vulnerabilities in the paint. Despite their 1-4 record, the Heat are considered stronger than their performance suggests. The Wizards have yet to find their rhythm this season and have suffered a confidence blow after conceding 130 points to the Hawks in their previous game. The Heat, despite their 4-game losing streak and a recent game where they squandered a 16-point lead, are expected to turn things around. The upcoming in-season tournament could serve as motivation for the Heat, so the Miami Heat to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While the Wizards have the league's worst points allowed record, the Heat themselves are among the lowest scoring teams in the NBA. The Heat currently rank 27th in points scored per game. The Heat's defense, which is currently ranked 15th in points allowed per game, has the potential to maintain a lower scoring contest. Despite the potential for the Heat to have their highest scoring game of the season, they can still keep this game under the total points. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Brooklyn Nets vs. Chicago Bulls. The NBA in-season tournament debuts with a marquee showdown between the Brooklyn Nets and the Chicago Bulls. These teams are part of East Group C alongside Boston, Toronto, and Orlando. The Nets are coming off a thrilling 109-105 road victory against the Miami Heat as 6.5-point underdogs, while the Bulls are looking to bounce back after a 114-105 road loss to the Dallas Mavericks, where they were 2.5-point underdogs. The Brooklyn Nets are on a quest for their third consecutive win after a hard-fought 109-105 road triumph against the Heat. Mikal Bridges led the charge with 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists, complemented by 17 points each from Armoni Brooks and Lonnie Walker, while Dorian Finney-Smith contributed 15 points. Despite a sluggish second quarter where they managed only 17 points and fell behind by as many as 16, they displayed resilience and poured in 63 points in the second half for a remarkable comeback victory. As a team, the Nets shot 45% from the field and connected on 16 of 36 three-point attempts. On the other hand, the Chicago Bulls have experienced a few hiccups with 3 losses in their first 5 games. They aim to rebound following a 114-105 road loss to the Mavericks. Zach LaVine led the way with 22 points, while Nikola Vucevic contributed 21 points along with an impressive 20 rebounds on 1-0 of 1-7 shooting. DeMar DeRozan chipped in with 16 points and 7 assists. The Bulls, as a team, shot 47% from the field and connected on 11 of 33 three-point attempts, keeping the game closely contested until the Mavericks closed with a 15-7 run in the final 3:22 to secure the win. The Bulls boast the more dependable roster and appear poised to clinch a victory in their inaugural in-season tournament game. The Nets, in contrast, have played only 4 games together, and their lineup has been inconsistent. Injuries to key players like Nick Claxton and Cameron Johnson have further complicated matters. While Cam Thomas has been in red-hot form, questions linger about his ability to maintain a season-long scoring average of 28 points. If he becomes their primary scoring option, defenses may adjust to counter him, potentially reducing his average closer to the 10 points per game he achieved last season. In their recent game, the Nets had to rely on Lonnie Walker IV and Armoni Brooks, who both contributed 17 points, with Brooks even coming from the G League earlier that morning. Additionally, the Bulls possess a formidable duo in Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, which may give them the upper hand, particularly in the paint, with Vucevic coming off a 21-point and 20-rebound performance and the Nets' top big man, Nick Claxton, sidelined. Vucevic is well positioned to make an impact inside, scoring, dominating the boards, and initiating fast breaks. The Nets could face potential roster shortages, with Spencer Dinwiddie and Dennis Smith Jr. listed as questionable, while the Bulls are monitoring Zach LaVine's status. The Nets should gain confidence from their impressive comeback win against the Heat. In this matchup, the Chicago Bulls have the edge due to better health and home court advantage. The Brooklyn Nets are grappling with injuries, with Cam Johnson, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Nick Claxton still sidelined. While the Bulls have had their share of struggles, they have recently held a players' meeting, and Zach LaVine has emphasized the need for players to find a way to succeed. The Bulls, on the other hand, seem like a team that could be on the verge of disarray and might consider a major overhaul. Given these factors, I am inclined to favor the Brooklyn Nets to maintain their positive momentum against the struggling Bulls. So the Brooklyn Nets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Moreover, 3 out of the Bulls' 5 games have concluded with a lower total than expected. They tend to play at one of the slower tempos in the league, ranking 29th in total pace of play and 29th in offensive possession length. They adopt a deliberate offensive approach, prefer not to take many transition threes, and work methodically to create high-quality scoring opportunities. In contrast, the Nets play at a faster pace, ranking 7th in pace of play, but their offensive efficiency is currently at a modest 19th in the league. It's essential to note that while they play fast, it does not necessarily equate to high-scoring games. The Brooklyn team, outside of Mikal Bridges, doesn't inspire a great deal of confidence in terms of scoring consistency. The Nets can't repeatedly call upon players from the G League to deliver standout performances, nor can they solely rely on Ben Simmons to shock the world with a 20-point game. Given these factors, I anticipate that the Nets will face offensive challenges, particularly against a resilient Chicago defense. In conclusion, the Brooklyn Nets are encountering offensive struggles this season, while the Chicago Bulls have demonstrated solid defensive capabilities. The Bulls tend to play at a slower pace, with a pace ranking of 29th in the NBA. In contrast, the Nets maintain a quicker tempo Chicago, ranking 10th in the league in pace. The Bulls have also been successful in 5 games, hitting the under in 3 of them. Given Chicago's deliberate style and the Nets' inconsistent offensive performers, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.